grew up in a household, very, very loving. I had I still have them, thank you, Jesus. Mom and dad loved the Lord, but I did not know the relationship or the difference between a relationship and a religion. And I remember one day I was in my kitchen and I prayed and I said, God, if you are still the same as you are in the Bible, then where are you? I want to feel you, I want to seek your presence, I want to know you. And I remember I was sitting at the kitchen table and my daughters were watching something on TV. And I felt this glory cloud coming through the kitchen window. And I did not know what was going on. My feet started tingling, my whole body was like electricity. And then I got up from the chair, but I didn't really get up from the chair and I fell down on my knees. I couldn't get up. And it was like I knew, you know, when there's royalty above royalty above royalty above royalty in the same place as you are. And I could feel that and I knew that Jesus was there. And I remember I was down on the floor and my head was on the floor because I couldn't get it up. That was how it was. And God said to me, get up. And I remember everything was just fuzzy and like John said, I just fell flat on the ground. And I got up, I pulled my hair up and I sort of got on, and as I just went like this, and I felt this electricity just come into my hands and go through my whole body. And the more I said, God, I'm not worthy of this. I'm not worthy of this kind of love. The more love he sent to me. And he did that until everything just changed. And I felt like a lifetime, but it was probably like a minute or so. And I got up and I walked to my bathroom to just go clean my face, or because I was crying, I was sobbing. And I remember I looked in the mirror and I looked younger and my eyes were a different color and everything about me changed. And since that day, there's been tens of thousands of healings every day. Blind people over the phone, cancer patients, my aunt was at cancer, they opened her up, she was white as wool and they'd sent her home, and I said, that's nonsense. You're not going to die, you will live. And I prayed for her, and 2 months later they said there's no cancer. Sometimes God, I get it's a random name and I put that on Facebook and I'll get to somebody and I'll say, I got your name. One specific guy was on the verge of suicide as I got his name. So I worked with him, and people just tend to contact me. I don't know how it works. They said, well, I got your number from this or this or this. But when I started praying for them, the first time it happened, I didn't really know what was happening because they saw the mountain. I'm on a mountain, what's going on? I was just in my room, I'm on a mountain, and I realized this was the mountain of God, the Mount of Zion. You know, we've not come to the Mount of Sinai, we've come to the Mount of Zion, which is holy, 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 holy. And you know, when I start praying, we ascend the hill of the Lord and we seek his face. And with that, they go to the mountain. And a lot of things people will see is their house. There's a house. They say, I'm seeing at a house. I don't know whose house. It looks like a squatter place. It's a junky place. And I pray for them, and when they go back, it's a house of marble, it's gold, and I believe that is renewed mind that Jesus talks about. And he also says, you know, there's an instance where he says, when an evil spirit exits a house, that's the mind. We have the mind of Christ, so those can't stay there. People also see, for example, in the house they see, when they look outside, see mountains. You know, there was a lady I worked with who had depression, extreme depression. And when she was in the house, she could see the mountain. And I said, that mountain is that, you see, the mountain of God is superior He has dominion over everything. Every little other, God is not fazed by all these things, but He puts His, you move in with your mountain, the mountain of God. And so everything else will bow their knees. Depression will bow their knees. Sickness will bow their knees. Everything will bow their knees. So I said to her, "You cast that mountain into the sea." And she's free today. You see, these people have been to psychologists, psychiatrists, come from psych wards for years and years and years and years, and nobody can fix them. And they meet Jesus in half an hour and they're healed. They don't need counseling again because the Spirit of God touches them and it cleans them of everything.